The more intelligent the brain, that so occurs in the subconscious. Susceptibility becomes a certain circle in hypocrisy. Observing every object as my cornea see fit, with no concern for any logic. Overturning every person on the docket. Regardless of the nature of the crime committed, I'm acquitted. Honorific, vomit, spitting heathen. I keep squeezing till the bottom thickens, and then release the tension, dump it on the trauma victims. Torture method, non-specific, chloroform, a cotton, a sedative for the somnolent. I like having my options, but I'm loyal to the practice. Practice predatory behavior patterns and whooping asses in a fabulous fashion. It's amazing. Copper bottom, never where the cash is. Standing tall as a monolith, swinging swords with the god of it. The Kamiya, Kashima, the Takamika, beheaded. The body beaten, I blooded and bleeding. A perfect thesis when needing to send a message. Calligraphy, the writing on the wall in all capitals. Gather the tabernacle to witness something spectacularly radical. Rapidly blasting the automatic to crack a bone in the clavicle. Playing Darwin's game with my doppelganger. Upon launching the app, I recognize he declined to match, but I'm calling back. Double identity, point a finger at the sanctimony, follow that. Look at me, the pot calling the kettle black. Curiosity follows me like the man in the yellow hat. Rewriting history in an iron mask in the highest castle. I imagine changing the days in 1,000 ways, but to try and tackle the task is a violent blast from the past. To no avail, married to the mutiny, rebellious community, too consumed in the new exclusive of scrutiny. If metaverse is real, then my metaphysics been failing me. Everything I thought I knew, someone else had to tell to me. That telephone effect is a bitch I'm calling collect in the booth like I'm calling Pharaoh. The only way out is death, and approaching me as I spoke is a man that I never met. I ain't even moving a muscle before you know it, he stretched. Stare at sky and regret till I'm paralyzed in the neck, and I'm terrified at the best. To be clarified is a threat, and I verify the connection. I'm sterilizing the needle, prepare to slide in the flesh, let it tear inside like a parasite. Never spare a life, make the gut as your fucking paradise. You died the very night that I found out that you was scared of heights. Hydrophobia flaring up, flayed skin with a parent knife. It's dark, so dark as black. I suggest you ask for the fair fight. Request a parachute while you at it. Put on this pair of shoes and walk the incomparable parable for some Theraflu. Parallel to none, but in front of the gun, right there is you. A barracuda bullet out the bazooka to bury like Christ. Looking for the motivation, trying to fight the fight. I don't need your confirmation, I don't need the hype. I just need some medication, I don't need advice. Thriving off the hate is superseding my delight. Company unneeded when I'm greeted by the night. See misery personified in me, it come to life. Performances I put on in the dark, they come to light. I've been out of my mind, but I ain't never out of sight. Oxymoronic therapy, mandatory repose of the mental foundation slowed in a language for 2-year-olds. Relaxation impossible with a setup so tactical, telling me to be open and closing the door right after. I think what I think don't matter, especially after this interaction I'm sent to have, and they claim a lack of compassion. Post-evaluation, it was found that I was fit to seek the treatment. They insisted I resisted for no reason. Yeah, asked me about a problem, talk to me like I'm hollow. I could do this all day, she just talk to me till tomorrow. If only that gang was here, he could lend me a mask to borrow. Appear in a life jacket to watch you drown in your sorrow. Irish stabber with a glass, I'm collecting it till the jar full. Rhyme me a marathon on 1,000,000 concealed marbles. Pull and reveal the arsenal, arteries, equal particles. Pick the part to you partial, wrap the parts in a parcel. Apparently the evidence shown is a preface to the point that stress is procreated. My favorite crutch is a little joint, but I could benefit even more from being an android with a string to pull and slit in the back for the match to slipping coins. You get it all one day, you're a delicate human specimen. Still you're a novice mentally yet to begin progression. Hours pass along, we have behavior at the beginning session. Sit and listen and no speaking unless it's to answer questions. It's may feel like a punishment, really this is a lesson. You could tell me everything with pretend that you never said it. Doctor-patient confidentiality has set in, but you share at your discretion, just try not to get arrested. Headspace overcrowded, neurotech advanced life scan 4000. Imagine yourself playing the piano in the mountains. Keep your hands and feet apart and concentrate the pain to feel it more. That way we sure we get some good results. Walking contradiction like a pacifist, neo-activist, yelling stop the violence. The act performed is inadequate. Into the layer of expertise, a bag of bones I'm dragging like a fucking psychological horror anime protagonist. Haphazardly haggard and self-hazardous, insatiable, 8 rappers and still ravenous. Walking contradiction like the pastor with a pack of bricks. Or most of shit that find a way out the lips of the baddest bitch. Baby, that's the issue, it's how I've been looking at this shit. I can't thank you enough for reminding me all the bad in it. I do believe there's some things in this life that we don't have to get, but I just finished moving past it. Thank you for unpacking it. No, really, actually, I'm starting to get the grasp of it. So when I make mistakes, I just tell myself it's an accident. Detaching my intent from the action and pleading abstinence. The absence of the evidence isn't evidence, absent is it?